Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you clicking on that video as always. And we are back with another video, and I am really excited about today's video because if you are a fan of fragrance and you watch a lot of fragrance content, you have been inundated with top 10 summer lists. Not that there's anything wrong with those lists. I've done lists like that before. However, I wanted to do something a little bit different. I wanted to curate a list of 5 fragrances. So we're only talking about 5 fragrances today. But those 5 fragrances are going to fit every single situation that you will encounter this summer season. If this is content that you think you want to see more of, please be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on bell notifications so you are updated whenever I upload new content. But without further ado, I want to jump right into this list. And that list, as I said, will include 5 fragrances. First one being a poolside fragrance, second being an office fragrance, third being a formal night out fragrance, fourth being a casual night out fragrance or a date night fragrance, and 5 being a jack of all trades, super versatile, anytime, anywhere, summertime scent. So let's start off with the poolside scent. Now, I trust everyone had a fantastic Memorial Day weekend here in the States. My family and I, we decided to go to the beach. Now, the beach would be an ideal spot for this next fragrance. The pool would be an ideal spot. Essentially anywhere you're going to be in the sun, super high heat, and really not wanting to be wearing cologne. So scent I decided to go with is John Varvatos Artisan Pure. Mandarin orange, petitgrain, and amber are some of the notes in here. And let me tell you guys, you've heard this scent talked about. I'm actually seeing this one pop up more now in some of my local rack stores, which is where I got this one. However, this can still be found for really reasonably priced. All of these fragrances are going to be linked down in the description below. And if you guys decide to use my link to purchase anything, I do get a small commission for that. But rest assured that all of the commission that I make from those sales goes back into this channel. My passion is fragrance. I like talking about it, and I want to grow this channel. And that's one way to do it. It's one way to support me. Buttery, smooth, herbal, citrus is what this is. Now, it's unique in a way. The first time I smelled this fragrance, I didn't know if I liked it. That's the truth. I wasn't sure if this was for me because it was so different. It was so unique. As I've said, I've been a fan of fragrance for a very long time. So I've smelled a lot of fragrances, and I don't know, there's just something about this one that stands out to me. That sort of melange of fruits and citrus up top. It's really nicely done. It's not too citric, so you're gonna get some sweetness with it, but that herbalness really rounds everything out. And this has this soapy, luxurious creaminess to it. So this is not necessarily an aquatic. It's just going to wear like a really clean, luxurious soap with an herbal touch to it. And I think that's perfect for being at the pool. Again, you don't want to smell like the cologne guy. And when I smell this, specifically off skin, it doesn't smell like a cologne to me. It just smells like I took a shower that day and I smell really clean. And that's sort of what I'm looking to go for at the pool. I don't necessarily want to be turning heads at the pool, especially with a scent. When you're in the heat and the dead of summer and the sun is blazing and you're around other people, that could turn some other people off. It is really shocking what you can get this for in terms of price and the quality of the juice that you're getting. I'm a huge fan of John Varvatos. I've talked about plenty of John Varvatos on the channel before. I own a bunch of bottles, and this one just is a standout for me. Safe for any high heat situation, as I said, beach, pool. Also in line with not wanting to project like a monster at the pool is that this doesn't have the best longevity. I get about 5 or 6 hours from this. I get a little bit longer on close. Keep in mind, John Varvatos atomizers, they're not the best. They don't put out a lot of juice. That's one criticism of these fragrances, is that they don't last. That's part of the reason. You can spray this heavier. I think you guys are gonna love this one. I sure do. Incredible scent from John Varvatos, Artisan Pure. Now, the next scent we are looking at is an office scent. Now, I want you guys to keep in mind, this is a niche fragrance. This is not a cheap fragrance. It is expensive. However, I think this offers so much value that this could be the only office scent that you own. And now I'm not saying that just for summertime. This could work in the wintertime as well. It's incredible. It's one of my favorite fragrances in my collection, easily in my top 10. Scent I'm talking about is MFK's Gentle Fluidity Silver. Juniper berries, musk, and nutmeg are some of the notes in here, and so damn good. It's a bit sharp from that juniper berry, a little bit astringent, piney green, masculine. However, I want to say that this is really marketed unisex, but I think this leans more masculine. This just oozes with classiness, with sophistication, with refinement. You can't go wrong with this in any situation when it comes to a professional setting, a work setting where you are around your colleagues. This is definitely mass pleasing. My wife absolutely loves this scent. The bonus here is the longevity and the performance. As I said, not a cheap fragrance, but I have zero regret about buying this bottle because it's that incredible. And the longevity is monstrous. This lasts 10 plus hours on me. You go nose blind to this easily. It does have some of those synthetics in here that can cause anosmia, can make you not smell it on yourself. However, this is one of those fragrances, again, that I get complimented on hours after spraying it when I can't smell it anymore on myself. The way this wears is light in the sense that it comes across as a fizzy gin and tonic, sparkling, fresh, woody, aromatic. So it feels light, but there's just a richness about it as well, an opulence. And guys, when I tell you that this is easily could be the only fragrance that you own, this is it. So you're getting a ton of value for what you're paying here. This screams success. You're wearing it. You feel just more confident wearing this. And that could be ideal in a work situation. Let's face it, whether you're in sales or customer service, you're going to feel more confident. Fantastic scent. Absolutely love this one. MFK's Gentle Fluidity Silver. So sticking to the theme of this video, the next scent we are talking about is going to be my formal night out scent recommendation. And guys, this is really the only true aquatic on the list, but could be the only aquatic that you own. I love this stuff. Scent I'm talking about is Acqua di Gio's Profumo. C notes, rosemary, and incense. I'm sure of it that you guys have heard this talked about. Oh man, familiar DNA, okay? If you grew up wearing Acqua di Gio, the original, this is the closest to that I've smelled. Drawback, this has been discontinued. Positive, it's easy to find still in the States. You can still get this. I'm going to link it down below. With that being said, I have not been impressed with some of the newer flankers coming from Giorgio Armani, specifically in the Acqua di Gio line. Formal, fresh aquatic because of that incense and patchouli in here, but because of that salty sea nautical vibe this has, makes this just more versatile than what I'm even placing it as today, which is my formal night out scent. This could be really worn to the office. This can be worn out at night. This is a great transitional scent. But the reason I chose this as formal is because of that incense and patchouli. It's just this interesting element to an already familiar aquatic scent that is going to work perfectly. Summer wedding. Maybe you have a summer wedding outdoors. Beautiful, just overlooking the ocean. You wear this, it's lights out. This stuff is that damn good. And this is how I envision that being worn, is in a situation like that. I get really great longevity from this. There is some debate as to whether or not the newer formulations perform, but I would venture to say that if you can get 6 or 7 hours from this, again, it's a fresh aquatic, but if you can get 6 or 7 hours from this, you're winning. If it still smells like this, you're winning. My bottle is only a couple years old. I maybe get 7 or 8 hours from my bottle, not one that I'm afraid to use or respray if I need to re-up on it. The scent DNA is that damn good. Acqua di Gio's Profumo. So we got 2 more here, guys. And this next one, I wore a ton last summer for one specific reason. That reason was to have a casual, fun night out with friends, date night with my wife, playful, sweet, perfect. Scent I'm talking about is Jean Paul Gaultier's Les Beaux. Bergamot, coconut, tonka bean. You know, there's a lot of sweet fragrances on the market right now. That is sort of the direction that fragrance is going. You're finding a lot more sweet fragrances becoming the norm, becoming more popular. If you're more mature, and when I say mature, not in high school, okay? Mid-20s and up, and I don't like to put an age on things, but this just has a sweetness to it that's refined to me. The coconut here is a pulpy, fruity coconut. It's tropical. It smells like the flesh of a coconut. It's not synthetic. This is authentic smelling to me. There's even more sweetness coming from that tonka bean, which adds more of a powderiness to this. The bergamot, I don't get a ton of the bergamot up top. There's not a lot of fruity citrus or sweetness from there. Simple as this fragrance is, it's perfect for the situations, as I mentioned. Going out with friends, having drinks, summer night out, just having fun, or really casual date night with your wife. This is playful, it's casual, it's not meant to be too serious or buttoned up. I would not wear this in a formal situation personally. However, you could wear this during the day. One other thing that I want to mention is that I much prefer the EDT over the EDP. Take that for what it's worth. I just feel like it just more alive for me. The EDT feels a bit more alive, and that's what I'm utilizing it for. I want to maybe grab a little bit more attention. Compliment magnet, monster. I'm not all about compliments, but you're lying if you don't feel good if someone compliments your scent. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with getting a compliment and feeling good about it. Longevity is decent. I get about 6 hours from this. It lasts on clothes, so spray your clothes if you're going out that night. It's gonna last longer than on skin. Incredible scent. Jean Paul Gaultier's Les Beaux. Finally, the jack of all trades, the versatile monster. If you only had one in your collection, this could be it. And it's going to fit every single category I just mentioned. Or just chilling, hanging in, whatever. Doesn't matter. This is gonna work. Scent I'm talking about is Parfums de Marly Sedley. Mint, lavender, and amber are some of the notes in here. Bright, ambery, clean, sweet, musky, blue. My favorite blue fragrance ever. There's ambroxan in here, so it's adding this ambery touch to it, this sweetness. This lasts forever on me. Next day on my clothes, just so damn good and clean smelling and versatile and just works in every situation. There's not really a lot to say about this. It's just great. It has this fizzy lemon lime Sprite sweetness when you first spray this on. It's going to remind you of opening a can of Sprite, the little fizzy bubbles shooting out the top, and that first sniff of the soda. It really carries that vibe with it, and just super easy to wear in the summertime. So if there's one that you want from a versatility standpoint, that if you were just going to grab one from this entire list, this may be the one you want to look at. Now, this is a niche fragrance and it's a little pricier than the others on the list, with the exception being the MFK, which is the most expensive on the list. But again, value. I'm preaching value. It's not just about what something costs. If it offers a ton of value, then you're getting your money's worth. This one was actually the most compliments I've ever gotten from a fragrance in one night. I went to a birthday party and every other person was asking me what I'm wearing. So just incredible. And you know, you hear a lot, I think, about other Parfums de Marly fragrances, more specifically the heavier winter geared fragrances. You don't hear a ton about Sedley. And this one, in my opinion, is the best from the house. Hands down, from me. Incredible scent, Parfums de Marly Sedley. That's all I have today, guys. Let me know in the comment section down below what your favorite summertime fragrance is. I'd be curious to know what you guys are wearing this summer. Let me know in the comment section down below. If you like what you saw today, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this video, hit that bell notification so you are updated whenever I upload new content. But until then, have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next video.